My name's Tom Garrett and I'm the International Sales Manager for Trinnov Audio. I've flown halfway around the world from the north of Scotland to be here in South Brisbane to join Scott Sauer and his team from The Digital Picture. We're going to be here talking about their new home theatre, which is world class and very exciting because it features Trinnov's new technology, WaveForming.
The showroom we're sitting in right now has actually been a work in progress since we opened the showroom in 2018. We started off with a 7.1.4 system and it's been building and building and building to the point where we're actually running a 9.1.6 Dolby Atmos system, but we're running 8 subwoofers in the waveforming system. So that's 4 subs at the front and 4 subs at the rear. That's an ideal subwoofer layout for this room due to the width of the room, and it's giving us good coverage up over 100 hertz in the waveforming solution. We've been able to do 9 bed channels. So we've got 3 main LCRs behind the screen. We've got 2 front wide speakers, 2 side surrounds and 2 rears. And we've got 6 Atmos speakers on the ceiling. So the room is very immersive. With the waveforming solution, bass performance in the room is the absolute best it's ever been. And the seat-to-seat consistency across the room is spectacular. It leaves you wanting nothing more. And it's a truly amazing experience. With waveforming, you need to have a little bit more space between your seats and the subwoofers. Given the fact you've got a transmitting array of subwoofers on the front wall and a receiving array on the rear wall, you need to have the rear seats further forward of that receiving array for them to work properly. Our room's 6.5 meters long and we were able to move our rear seats forward. It's put them much closer to the front row of seats, which means we can't recline them, but for a demo room that is more than acceptable. And it's worked out really well for us and we're getting a perfect audio experience as a result of it. We knew our channel count. Our bed layer was 9 channels, our ceiling layer was 6, and we had 8 subwoofers. We needed to get up over 20 channels to be able to do this, so we were able to choose an altitude 32-24, and it's done it without any problem. We don't sell waveforming into every project. So the altitude 32 has given us the ability to create a second profile in this room. So in profile 1, we're running the full waveforming solution with 9 bed channels and 6 Atmos channels. But then we were able to load a secondary calibration up for a client that wants to look at Ascendo but isn't looking at waveforming, and we can run it in 5.1.4 with 2 subwoofers, or a standard non-waveforming solution might be 7.1.4 with 4 subwoofers, and we do a conventional arrangement for it. So the Trinnov's been powerful in that regard, and that we can demo the best part of 3 separate systems in this room and give clients a real step up through, and so they can choose which solution they want to have in their project. The biggest advantage, I believe it's because of the way Optimizer works and it's because it's running on a PC-based solution, is that we're running in real time. We're not using a third-party piece of software to then upload to the processor. We're operating that in real time, which is fast and extremely responsive. So I don't have to create a target curve and then export it and then upload it and create a profile, then listen to it. I can make my listening sessions between changes very swift so that I can hear the differences right away. When people come to our showroom, a portion of people have heard other systems, a portion of people have heard no systems at all. But one thing you can be assured of is that they haven't heard this. And that is the biggest thing. They come in and it's almost like a mic drop moment when there is so much sound pressure in the room. There's a scene we play in A Quiet Place and there's a monster stepping in the room and you literally feel like the monster is right in front of you. It's a real visceral experience. And we haven't been able to achieve that level of tightness of bass and such phase precision as what we've been able to do with this particular system. So when customers come in and experience it, they didn't think it was possible. And it's a real treat. We had some clients here recently and it was when we played the first demo to them, they started giggling. It was grown men giggling and it was quite funny. It's very rewarding. Yeah, so the support from Trinnov is actually really good, but the most important thing is being able to fire a question back up the line and get supporting documents back. Recently, we had a project we were developing. It's one of the largest projects we'll have ever undertaken. And as part of that project, we were able to shoot off a request to Trinnov as to what we were going to achieve and what we wanted to do. And within 24 hours, we actually had engineering graphs and output graphs for them from the waveforming of what we could expect for each of the 4 different options we were looking to put forward to the project. And we were able to take that to the client meeting. And that sort of level of support from a technical and a sales standpoint is actually really powerful for us. And to a certain extent can help us win projects and can also help us improve our projects, because we can see the acoustic metrics prior to even executing the project. So it helps us understand how we can be better when we're designing projects. If we didn't have Trinnov in this room and weren't running with the waveforming system, there's a certain edge would be lost in the system that makes the playback of the movie feel more real life. I'm a big believer in the system should sound real world. And if I was to take Trinnov out of this room, it would take that real world edge out of the system. We can get it close, but I don't think it would be as good. The edge would be taken off, and that true sense of realism would disappear, I believe.